Today we just want to talk a little bit about the samurai sword. This sword here is quite powerful. Simply, we're going to break it open, and here's the katana, or sometimes they'll call it part of a daito. I'm sorry. We're going to just kind of show different portions of it. This here is called the mine. The back is the mine. This can sometimes be used as a block. This is a blood groove. And then, of course, we've got the blade. This is called the kisaki. Kisaki, kiru is to cut, and saki means tip. And this is essentially just this portion here, the last inch or two of the blade. Traditionally, when one attacked or used the sword, it would be the last 10 to 12 inches of the blade that would be used to actually cut. This would be sharp, but it wouldn't be used as much. So this area became known as the mono uchi. Mono is object, uchi is to strike. And this is essentially where you're making your connection. A lot of other little pieces here. Most traditionally, you'll see a lot of people collect these tsuba, or hand guards. I don't know if you can get a good view. This is a Musashi style hand guard, or tsuba. Musashi was very into minimalism and just stuck with the basics. As you can see, he's got just a ring around. Other types of tsuba would be very decorative. They'd have gold inlay and different animals, rabbits and crabs, and you name it. Didn't matter whatever that samurai wanted to put on his sword. Essentially, you never want to touch the blade, as it will rust rather quickly. As my instructor has also said, that this is very sharp, but it would be dulled rather quickly. In a combat situation, it could be dulled in a matter of 7 cuts. So you wouldn't see a lot of the clanging and that kind of thing in a sword fight. It's usually very crisp, clean, one kind of clean cut, and make sure that it's finished. Down here, we've got the handle. This is called the ska. And you can probably see right in here, we've got a little animal. Actually, on my sword, it's a dragon, and they call that menuki. This here is the butt of the blade. This could be used sometimes for striking, and that is called the tsuka gashira. Kashira is head, and again, tsuka is handle, so tsuka gashira. There are a lot of other parts, but those are the main ones. This is called the saya. It is the scabbard. It's made out of wood and then has enamel on the outside. One unique thing I forgot to mention about the handle is actually underneath here, this white portion is made out of salmon skin. It's called same. It's actually shark skin. And it gives a good solid grip. It's wrapped very tightly to make sure that you can get it wet and still have a grip. Then this is very simply put away. You always want to cover, make sure that there's no black showing from the saya. It's drawn and then put in. With a little practice, you don't cut yourself any longer. But this is essentially what the samurai sword looks like. This here is the sageo. Sageo is just a piece of cloth or rope, essentially, that will help attach it to your belt. So in Iaido, you have your hakama, and then you have your typical belt underneath. It's slipped between one of the layers of the belt and out the side of the hakama. And then this will come over the top and will be cinched into one of the straps from the hakama to make sure that it's secure. That way, when you're drawing the blade, you always move the saya forward and back, but that way, once the blade is out, it won't fall behind you. So it's very secure. So this is essentially the samurai sword.